Sure. Major Matthew Andrews, Executive Officer, Marine Fighter Tech, Squadron 312. Yeah, DAO is a great concept that Second MAW is pushing forward, where we can put our aircraft and squadrons with real firepower forward into multiple locations, making targeting really complicated for the enemy, enabling us to fly from multiple bases, mission plan from there, load ordnance from there, and do everything that we need to do to support the ground combat element in regular and routine operations. DAO is an important concept because it really complicates the enemy's ability to track our aircraft. We can move aircraft around an AO, especially in the future with F-35, but now doing it with Hornets, moving aircraft very rapidly throughout an AO, relying on host nation support, equipment, facilities much like this one that are located all throughout another country to put our aircraft there, complicate their targeting in these hardened structures, move rapidly, and employ firepower and mass it in the right time and place. So our DAO operation in Oulu, Finland was actually really exciting. So we established very quickly a mission planning cell there with full secure VTC capability, where we could talk and mission plan with people from all over the Nordics, get all the information that we needed, launch the aircraft from there. And we supported maritime strikes as well as defensive counter-air and offensive counter-air operations from this environment simultaneously with operations from Andenes, Norway. The biggest challenge that the squadron has in Oulu is positioning the maintenance footprint there properly. Now, the whole reason that we do DAO and the reason why Finland is great is because they already have Hornets, and eventually they'll have F-35s, where now we can fall in on their infrastructure, on their equipment, on their people even, and have them help us do maintenance on the jets, use some of their parts and things like that. We can fall in on a lot of the infrastructure that already exists there. Yeah, so the coordination with the Finnish Air Force was actually really seamless, leveraging experience as a Finnish exchange pilot for 3 years, knowing the people that I know there and the environment that we operate in there. It was really easy for us to move locations rather quickly within a couple of days' notice and put our jets there, coordinate all the billeting, food, everything that we needed, as well as maintenance parts, fuel, airspace, and everything pretty much just fell in on, and we were ready to go as soon as we landed. 312 did an extraordinary job. The maintainers, the people, the support staff and headquarters did an extraordinary job moving these aircraft. Typically when we move things around, it's these huge movements with big airplanes, and it takes a lot of time to get set up. And we did a really good job of moving in, packing light, moving quickly, moving to this new location, immediately being ready for operations, and then starting and flying in major large force exercises the next day, which is a pretty extraordinary feat and not something that we do very often in the Marine Corps, but something that will be pretty standard in the future. Yeah, I think the pilots are going to benefit a lot because Finland does DAO very, very well. They've been doing it for years. They have road bases all over the country, and that's a big part of their wartime strategy, is to disperse their airplanes and put them all over the country, flying from multiple locations, and they do that really very well. And so it's a great opportunity, and we spend a lot of time in Finland learning from them on how to do that and how we can rapidly move these aircraft around. Yeah, actually this has been a pretty awesome detachment, man. Like getting to work with Sweden and Norway, Finland, all these different countries at the same time. You hear French controllers and Italian controllers and British controllers, and we have jets from all over the place meeting in one place to really put a lot of firepower downrange. And to see that now with all the assets put together, having the battalions on the ground and the ships in the sea and everything was really, really impressive. And a good example of our warfighting capability.